Well, well, well. Ben Butler has been breaking traffic light sensors again and removing them from traffic lights. I cannot quantify Ben's psychology in my mind. It is absolutely crazy. And in my previous video about Ben, I called him Ben Woods. I was actually researching somebody else called Ben Woods, not conspiracy theory related. It was in my mind, and I said that it's actually Ben Butler. So we'll go with that. We'll just call him Ben, just in case that creeps back in now. I've said it. So Ben's psychology is he seems like a normal, everyday guy you could have a conversation with. He's quite a polite, as far as gentleman maybe. Yeah, he is a young gentleman, and he's quite. He seems quite alternative. Quite chilled out. I can imagine what kind of music he listens to, what clothes he wears. He's just one of those out there guys, but kind of I won't say cool, but he's got his own style. He does hit Ben quite well, basically. He suits his whole persona. But for the life of me, I cannot understand how he's fallen for Mark Steele's bullshit and he's removing presence detection sensors off lampposts. Off traffic lights. And it boggles the mind to think that this system that's there to help protect pedestrians and maintain a good traffic flow. So if the traffic's light, the lights will operate more slowly. If the traffic's heavy, the lights will operate at a higher frequency. And obviously, if there's a pedestrian stood on the crossing, the light will not go to green. It will stay on red for the traffic. An elderly gentleman, lady, somebody with a physical disability, a blind person, a young child. People who can't move that quickly, and especially on a dual carriageway where it could be up to 50-mile-an-hour speeds. In some cases, it could be even higher than that on national speed limit roads. And yeah, these are quite necessary parts of our infrastructure to have. Is a fully functioning crossing with parameters put in place that protect the most vulnerable users on the road, which is pedestrians. And it boggles the mind why somebody would want to damage these. But when you have Mark Steele in the background telling Ben that these are weapons, and for some reason, unbeknownst to me, Ben's clearly suffering from some form of paranoia, some form of schizophrenia. Or maybe he's on the spectrum, but he's not on the spectrum as I'm on the spectrum. He's on the spectrum without the hindsight or underpinning knowledge or an understanding of how radio waves and Doppler radar systems work and stuff. He doesn't know about that, but it's triggered something in Ben, as we're about to see, and he's committing thousands of pounds worth of damage all the time. And now he's back, and the police are back, so let's just get on with it. I'm not going to interject as much as I did do in the first video, but this is more just bringing it to the community and for people to watch, basically. Okay?
What is it?
If you open the door, I can chat to you.
We need to talk to you about a matter, Ben.
Am I under arrest?
Ben, if you open the door, I can come chat to you.
Have I been suspected of a crime?
Ben, please can you open the door?
Sorry, have I been suspected of a
I
crime?
appreciate that. Ben, please can you open the door and we'll chat to you once you open the door.
No.
Ben.
Have I been suspected of a crime?
But we'll tell you once you open the door, mate. The issue is you got the chain on, and I don't want you to close it in our face.
But I'm not obliged to open the door unless I've been suspected of a crime.
Okay, you are going to be suspected of a crime, so we need you to open the door so we can tell you.
I am going to be.
Okay.
If you open the door, Benjamin, we can talk to you about it. So please can you open the door?
I'm not obliged to.
Benjamin, please open the door.
What?
Benjamin,
Let's just make it easy, Benjamin.
What do you mean?
All right? Because this is going to happen either way, so I'd really appreciate it. If
What's going to happen either way?
Open the door. Okay, you're going to be placed under arrest, but we're not going to do that with a door like that. Okay?
For what?
We'll
Okay,
talk
well,
to
we'll
you
explain
when the door's
that,
open,
all right?
and we'll explain
For
it.
what?
I'll explain that.
We'll explain it all to you, Benjamin, but can you open the door so we can explain it to you?
Okay, so just apologise. The video is there. This isn't X or formerly known as Twitter as balked or anything. It's just they're having this conversation in the darkness. The phone's being held in a dark place, and obviously the light sensor inside isn't picking up the ambient light. They do put the lights on soon, but obviously the audio's there, and that's the key important bit, really, in the whole thing. Okay.
Will you let me just go and get some socks on?
We will come with you to get some socks on and everything like that. We will allow you to do that. I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but we need to talk to you, so can you open the door? If you open the door, and then we can come in and chat to you, you can get some socks and stuff like that.
Have I been suspected of a crime?
Benjamin,
As
we're
my
going to
colleague
tell you
said,
that. We need you to open the
we
door,
just want you to open
okay?
the door first.
Please.
It's very odd.
Sorry, well, if you open the door, we'll come talk to you about it, but it's hard with the chain across the door.
Can you give me your badge numbers?
Yeah, it's caller 936. There's no worries.
Caller
at all.
267,
Yeah.
PC Roberts. We're from Parkside Police Station, alright? We can
Oh, I
talk
understand
about,
that,
talk about
yeah.
everything. Obviously, this needs to happen, alright?
What
So,
needs
we need to take the
to
chain off the door.
Please, Benjamin, you open the door for us.
Are
We'll
you going
talk
to
you
force
about it.
entry?
We can force entry, I don't
so we're
want to
trying
do
to
that.
stop that. Yeah, we're trying to avoid doing that. We have the power to force entry, but we'd rather you just open the door and then we can come chat to you.
You have warrants and...
So we'd be able to under section 17. So if you open the door for us, we won't have to do that, okay?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's
I
women, children,
appreciate-
and
I
men sleep on the
appreciate
street.
that.
Are
That's
you
why we're trying to-
investigating crimes
Hence why we
committed
don't
at the
want to
moment
make it, we
against
don't want to make a
humanity?
fuss.
We're
Are
trying to
you
make
are you
fast,
sub-
make
are
it
you looking at
louder.
all the evidence that millions of people are
I
submitting
can't,
to
I
you
can't have a
about things?
conversation with you through the glass, respectfully.
Yeah, it's my
I'll-
home.
I'll-
So
I'll
I'm going
explain
into
everything
custody.
with
If you can open the door for us, please, Benjamin.
So I'm going into custody.
If you open the door
You
for
will
us,
be, mate.
please,
So let
Benjamin.
us explain everything.
We don't want to damage your door. We
Do
don't
the
want
relevant
to break
stuff,
entry into
okay?
your property. So we're asking if we can just come in to your property, so we don't have to do that.
Could you...
Sure, cool.
Sorry? No, I'm not running away, alright?
But that's fine. You don't-
Are you going to put me straight into cuffs and put
If
me
you walk
by
nicely, you can
force?
if you walk out nicely with us, we'll just walk you to the van.
Are you going to put me into cuffs
If you
round...
walk out nicely with us, you won't need to. We can walk you to the van.
Yeah?
You're not giving me a reason to put you in handcuffs.
Smart
are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Do you want to get your
Um,
bag?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to get a few things.
He's just got to get his bag.
Facilitate that.
You can facilitate that as well.
Well, you know, you're not coming in here at this time of night. I'm sorry. You can't facilitate that. It's my home. My older mother's asleep in here. Last time you had everyone in here. Lots of people are enraged about what you're doing with coming in here. You're not coming in here at this time. I can go get his stuff, okay?
No, that's not happening.
What's not
unfortunately.
happening?
Okay?
You're telling
You
me...
need to unlock the door, please.
We've already told your partner that we can gain entry, so please can you open the door so we can come in? We don't want to cause an entry into your house.
We're trying to do this respectfully.
What's respectful about it?
You just turned off the...
No.
Have you just turned off the...
No, the bulb's gone off.
The bulb's gone? Oh. And how long have you got
Sorry,
here?
what do you mean?
How long have you got until I come out?
We come out with us now. We're not going anywhere.
Okay. And I'm getting put in a custody cell right now, yeah?
Let us explain everything, yeah?
Explain it. Open the door so we can explain it to you. Again, we do have the power to force entry. We don't want to cause damage to your door, so we're asking if you will let us in.
Last question. I quite need the toilet.
Well, we can
And
facilitate that as well.
You can, really?
Yes.
Okay, so one of you has to come with me.
Please, let us do our thing, and then
And
we'll try and make this as pain-free as possible.
yeah, if you don't want to
Pain-free.
we're trying to work with you in regards to conflict.
Pain-free as possible.
No, thank you, Benjamin. So, just step in. I'll read
sit
it to
down.
you. The time is 12:59 and you're under arrest for criminal damage. The allegation is that you have caused damage of approximately £8,000 to traffic light sensors. You don't have to say anything, it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, so much later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. The two necessities are to prevent damage and to allow prompt and effective investigation by the means of searches. Do you understand? Yeah? So that, with
I
that being
hear
said,
you.
that's fine, okay?
So it's just navigation. All right, we need to investigate it. All right. What shoes would you like to bring?
You
I'll
want
give them a
to the
quick
loo, don't
search.
you?
Well, yeah, I need a loo. I need something to keep me warm.
Okay, so a jumper.
I'm gonna be in
we
your
can,
cells.
we can sort that stuff out.
And then I need my shoes.
Your shoes. So where's your
Okay.
toilet?
Can
so
I have a
should we do that?
toothbrush?
I
Can I
can
brush
get
my
those
teeth
things.
here?
There'll be a toothbrush in there. We're not gonna.
I'm not going to use those toothbrushes.
We can bring one with you, but that's up to the custody to take the decision of that removing there, if that makes sense.
Can
We
I
can
just
bring one
quickly
with
do it
you.
now while
We're not gonna faff around with all that stuff. Okay, I'll let you use the toilet, but I'm not gonna let you brush your teeth and stuff like that. You can bring a toothbrush. Where's the toilet? Obviously, I'm gonna have to come with you. In here. Fit me as well.
Yeah.
I'll look away. I'm gonna shut this because you go to the toilet.
Okay, so I'm just going to end it there. There's no real reason to watch on. So just to pick up on some points there, the cost of the damage was £8,000. Believe it or not, that's probably only a couple of traffic lights. Yeah, how Ben, again, has got himself into this situation, it's mind-boggling. And again, it's all down to Mark Steele. Mark Steele has influenced this lad to think that these are weapons. At the end of the day, it's a 24 gigahertz Doppler radar. It's just a presence detector. It's just to make sure that the people on the crossing or the traffic flow isn't interrupted. You know, it isn't, a pedestrian isn't going to be in danger. That's all they're there for. There is no way that they could harm or damage anyone. And for the simple reason is 24 gigahertz is picked for these radar systems. The reason why it's picked is because it reflects off objects, off humans. Now the reason why it reflects is because it doesn't penetrate your body. It doesn't get attenuated by the dielectric constant or the relative permittivity of your clothing and skin and flesh and bone and whatnot. It cannot penetrate your body. It's a millimetre wave. In the worst case scenario, if you went up against a proper, you know, like, what would they be, like 500 watts Doppler radar system that's used for weather or something like that. If you came up against that and you were stood pretty damn close to, you know, that horn antenna, then yeah, there's going to be some heating, some penetration, but it's still only going to be as deep as the wavelength itself, around a millimetre. So yeah, well, a few millimetres for 24 gigahertz, and there is no physical way that these little tiny, you know, 160 milliwatt output to the near field transmitters and receivers can do anything to your body. At the end of the day, it's designed to see you as on a crossing. These radio waves don't penetrate, they reflect off you. So it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, that Mark Steele has brainwashed so many of these young people into believing that this is a weapons system and literally cutting down things that are there for the greater safety of the public at large and the most vulnerable road users, which are, as we all know, pedestrians, especially young children, the elderly, you know, the most vulnerable in society. So yeah, anyway, that was just a bit of a, you know, insight into what's going on with Ben at the minute.